Good morning and happy Vlogmas day 16. I just had to check. I can't believe it's Vlogmas day 16. I know I skipped a few days, but that's okay. Things happen, life happens, but I'm back and I'm better. I just needed a little break. Like, vlogging every single day and editing every single day is not easy. I talked about it early on, like I think it was like day 4 of Vlogmas. But I'm pushing through. I'm not giving up completely. Like I said, I just needed a little break. And so now I'm back. Anyways, I started my day earlier. I brought Bentley to the groomers and now they just called to say that he's ready. So I'm just heading back to go pick him up. He really needed this groom. He hasn't had a haircut in a minute. His nails were long, his hair was getting long. He just needed a little facelift. So I'm excited to go see him because he's gonna look so cute. He's gonna look cute for the holidays especially. So that's where I'm headed off to. Yesterday we went out to dinner for Victoria's birthday, had a great time, ate some great food. I've been meaning to do my hair. Like, I have the hair that you guys saw me with when I went to the museum and that I wore yesterday is actually a synthetic wig. I wanted to do like a proper unboxing and a review, but I just didn't have the chance to do that. I also have another wig that I didn't open yet that I also want to unbox and review on camera. And those are going to be my actual hairstyles for the next few weeks. I kind of slapped that one on top of my hair, so my hair is not braided. It's a synthetic wig, which means my hair is technically supposed to be braided underneath, but I haven't had time. So I think today I'm gonna finally actually braid my hair so I can properly wear the wigs. I've been toying around with the idea of sleeping in the wigs, even though I know it's not good for your hair, but out of convenience and ease, and I just want to try it and see if like it's a viable option for me essentially. So anyways, I'm running late on picking up Bentley, so I don't want them to call me again. So I'm gonna head to the groomers now so that they're not wondering where the heck this lady is. Bentley's all groomed and looking so cute. How was your grooming? How was your grooming? Good? You were a good boy? Good boy. All right, let's go home now. Good morning and happy Vlogmas day 17. Yes, day 17. Starting this day off on a gloomy day. I didn't realize it was so gloomy outside. It's actually pretty overcast. Hopefully the sun will come out. It's already like 12:30, but we're just going to a little breakfast brunch situation, nothing major. We're going to Milk and Honey, not the real Milk and Honey, but Milk and Honey, the one that Keith Lee didn't trash. So hopefully the food is good. Just gonna have a bite and then run a few errands, stop by some stores or something. So yeah, let's go. This is where we're eating. Hi. 10 minutes later and our table is actually ready now. So we just sat down and ordered our food, and tell me why they don't have free tap water. Like, if you just want a glass of water, they don't have it. You can only buy a bottle of water or order a sweet tea. I feel like Keith Lee. So our food just got here. I got banana French toast and a side of mac and cheese. Okay, so we just got home, had a nice meal at the restaurant. I would give the restaurant maybe, I think I would give them a 7.5 out of 10. Yes, 7.5 out of 10, only because, okay, so my food, I got the French toast, the bananas French toast, and it also had strawberries on it. That was good. It came with this really good dipping sauce. I don't know what it was made of, but it was like a creamy, I don't know. And then I also had a side of mac and cheese. That was okay. It was a little overly seasoned, but it wasn't bad. But it was just not my taste. But I'm sure somebody out there would really enjoy it. Like, it wasn't nasty at all. I give the French toast maybe an 8.8 out of 10. And the mac and cheese gets an 8 out of 10. The thing that deducts the overall score to a 7 out of 10 is the fact that they had no tap water. Like, they couldn't just give us water. The waitress came over, she asked what we wanted to drink, and I said, I'm just gonna have water. She asked if we wanted mimosa. I said, no, I just want water. And she told us they don't have any water. Actually, she said the only water they have is bottled water. It was like alkaline bottled water, the milk and honey water. And it was $2.50 each, and I think the bottles were like the mini bottles of water. So I was like, no, I'm not paying $2.50 for some bottled alkaline water that shouldn't be the only water option at a restaurant. That's just crazy to me. So for the fact that they don't have tap water that you could get in a glass, I give that like a 2 out of 10. She did apologize, so I don't know if this is like a normal thing for them, or was the water just not working? How are they cleaning and cooking if they don't have water that they can just give you from the tap? And when we looked around, a bunch of the other tables either didn't have drinks, or like only one person had like a small glass on their table. So that just kind of pissed me off and ruined the experience. The other thing that almost ruined the experience was when we got the bill, they had a service charge and it was 20%. And the thing I hate is that a lot of restaurants will try to have that mandatory, or I should say a lot of Atlanta restaurants will have that mandatory service charge or gratuity. And that's not my biggest issue. Like, I understand why a lot of restaurants do that, but this restaurant had a mandatory 20% service charge. So when we paid, and you know, you get the bill back to sign for it, it had a tip line. So I'm like, why is there a tip line when there was just a 20% mandatory service charge? So we had to clarify with the waiter, because if the service charge wasn't a tip, that's crazy. To demand a 20% charge that doesn't even go to the waiters and the cooks, the chefs, the busboys and everything. But she did clarify that it was like a tip, so we just left it at that. But I don't like when restaurants try to be sneaky, because if we didn't know any better, we would have tipped. It didn't even say additional tip, it just said tip. So, you know, your first thought is, oh, let me add a tip. No, the tip was already included. So I don't like them shady Atlanta restaurants. They'll get you. Keith Lee warned y'all. And this is no shade to Milk and Honey. Like I said, the food was still good. I just didn't like certain things that they did. It's life though. But yeah, so we just got home, and surprisingly, I didn't have my cup of coffee before we left because it was time to get ready once I woke up. So that was not the best idea, because now it's 3:06 p.m. We made a few stops after going out to eat, but it's 3:06 p.m. and I haven't had any coffee, and that's just crazy. So it's coffee time. The other day I like pre-made this carafe of coffee. It already has the sugar and the oat milk in here, and so I just pour it in there. If I want iced coffee, I just leave it as is, and if I want hot coffee, I just microwave it for like 2 minutes and it comes out perfectly. But the crazy thing is, when I was making this carafe of coffee, I put the sugar, I measured out my sugar, I put it in the carafe, and then I put a drop, I put like maybe this much of hot black coffee in there, and I wanted to swirl it around so that the sugar could melt, and then I would add the rest of the coffee and all the milk that I wanted. So when I put this amount of coffee and sugar, just black coffee and sugar in there, I closed the top and I swirled it, and I was like, no, you know what, it would be better if I start shaking it. I did like 1, 2, and this plastic lid just bursted off the top. Hot coffee went flying everywhere. It was on me, it was on the cabinets, the counters, the floor, the clean dishes, everywhere. It made a mess. So let this be a warning. Never shake hot coffee in a closed container. I think it's any hot beverage. This is like a really full glass, but this is the perfect amount, and now I'm just popping it in the microwave. Cheers. It's perfect. I just wanted to hop on real quick and say thank you guys for tuning in to Vlogmas Day 17, and I will see you tomorrow.